Welcome back to the not shop shop. So this is the spare bedroom I'm in. Let's take a quick tour of what we got done. I didn't get crap done in here yesterday. The new Mario movie came out, so I took my kid to go see that. But we got this wall sanded. It's the biggest wall. We got that done in a couple hours. I still got to go around the top, but that's not bad. Got to sand this wall back here. And I got this area sanded pretty good. This wall I don't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about this wall because that's where the Murphy bed's going to go. Custom cabinets, shelves. Never going to see that wall again. So screw that wall. But one of the problems I had with filming in here was low lighting. So I've come up with a new game plan. Today, we're going to install these bad boys. Canless recessed lights. Got a 6-pack of them for about, I want to say about 140, I think it was. But the other problem is, so this room is like 10 by 14 or some crap like that. The other issue I have is we've got this 6-foot like entrance way to the room. So I had to buy a 7th light for over here. And to be honest, I think installing them is not going to be that bad. It was definitely, I'm willing to bet the hardest part is actually diagramming where you're going to put the damn things. And it's 2 o'clock here. Sun doesn't go down until like 8, so we got plenty of time, 6 hours. Working against the clock. Say it should be fine on time, but never fails. Something goes wrong. I'm going to leave the power on for as long as I can because I need power for my laptop and the stream and to charge my phone. And then at which point, when it comes time to actually remove that light, then I'll run downstairs, flip the breaker, remove that, install it's basically like kind of like a ballast, like a control module for it. Yeah, all right, it's gonna be fun. And then that way, as I continue to stream in here, lighting won't be an issue. So kind of a change of game plan. I thought I was going to do the walls and ceiling first, but no, we need lights. So let's get started. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, share this with everybody you know, because I know how exciting it's going to be. Ooh. Let's watch this honky get shocked. So my first thought is let's get out the laser level and see what we got by means of and of course I can barely see it on the damn ceiling. Huh. You can see it fine on the wall. I'm not standing in the way. See it here, fine. But up there, it's pretty light. Yeah, you can't see it at all in the camera. Yeah, you barely see it there. All right. So I guess what we'll do is get the distance from the wall. What do we say over here? 26 inches. 26 inches from this wall. How the hell am I going to do this? This is going to be Man, I'm gonna waste a lot of time honking around with cameras. So we gotta come out quite a ways. I said 1.5 to 3 feet from the wall, so 26 inches is a little further out than I wanted, but it's kind of the only way I can space it. Okay. So that is dead on 26 inches here. I just realized I need something to stand on. Damn it. That's my only stool. Huh. Huh. What am I going to stand on? It's my only stool. Let me go get a bucket. Alright. Let's mute you real quick. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a bucket to put this. Oh, actually, I don't have to go far. There is a bucket right outside this door. I forgot. Are you really on vacation if you're buying buckets of wall mud? Okay. Now I can stand on that. I'm alright. It's already getting hot in here, man. You know, I thought I was going to, a laser level was going to make this a lot easier. I don't know that it is. Because I can't see it on the ceiling. I can only see a little chunk of it. Any suggestions here? All right. My thought. Let's start in this corner up over here. There, and then we'll work our way this way. Yeah, okay, so I'll start by putting one in each corner. Then I can use the laser level on the other end to hit the center of the first two and then mark out the other two. And the reason I have to start in this corner is I've got the entryway over there, so it kind of adds a variable to the equation I don't want to deal with. So let's put the laser level up for a moment. And we're arbitrarily going to get out the tape measure and some brew tape. So I said 26 inches from that wall and 41 inches from that wall. 26 and 41. 26 and 41. It's 26 inches is about, 41 inches is about, And the reason it's going to be so far from this wall is half that distance is going to be consumed by a Murphy bed. So we have to account for that. So it should be right about, I've never actually installed these lights before. I've installed lights, but never in a so 41 is right there. Okay. If you're an electrician or you've done this before, feel free to roast me in the comments. I got pretty thick skin. That's actually what most of my live streams are, is people tell me I have no idea what I'm doing. Because I don't. I don't have any idea what I'm doing. All right. Damn it. Yeah, usually by now I've got 10 comments shitting on me. Chat room must be broke. All right, so that is 26 inches this way. And now let's measure it from this wall. Okay. Let me get my because what I think I can do is actually just mark the tape now to mark dead center, because it's pretty close to exactly where I need it to be. Come on, kiss my ass. I think it's right there. All right, now let's try to use the laser level to verify our results. So I think if I put the laser level over here, I can actually see. It's actually pretty close. See if you can see the line on the wall there. All right. though it's off by 1/4 of an inch. So I just gotta tap that thing just a hair. Actually, I can mark the wall. It's like anything, man. The first time you do anything, it takes twice as long. Once you figure it out, the rest will go easy. Come on, kiss my ass, man. What the? I needed to split that piece of tape. You can't go down that low. There we go. All right, so that's as close as I can get to exactly 26 inches off that wall. Yeah, okay. So that is exactly the center of the first hole. And then from there I said 37.5 inches. From there, that way. Okay. We'll work our way that direction. I'm going to use the laser line as a general guide until I know it's dead on 26 inches. But for now, (37.5 inches). So from there. This would be a lot easier if you had had another human being. I am super tall. All right, I'm gonna be disrobing here in a minute. I'm sweating my ass off in this thing. Yeah. So that's the center of that is 37.5 inches. Okay. And then the lighting is going to look weird in here until I get the actual Murphy bed built in, because there's going to be a big gap over there But then the shelves on the Murphy bed are also going to have LEDs built into them, so should work out. All right, let's measure the distance from the wall to that piece of tape. Oh, we got 2 out of 7 done. Anytime I'm working on stuff, man, I don't like to think, oh, I got it. Damn, I have to do 7 of these things. Do it one at a time for a while. And then I start to think about, oh, 5 more to go. Oh, we're halfway there. 3 more to go. 2 more. All right, so that's the center there. So half of that right in the middle of that. And I was looking at hole cutting bits, and it was like $40 for a 6-inch hole cutting bit. And I'm like, I am not spending $35, $40 on this dang thing. All right, that's the center of that one. I think I'm going to regret not buying that hole saw though. All right, we got 1 more to put down there. And I don't have to measure from this point. It's, damn. Hopefully I can put the laser level down here, line up these 2 marks, and I know it's 26 inches from this wall. The problem is there's this entryway, so I don't have a wall to reference off of 26 inches. So yeah, let's put the laser level down on the other end of the room. Hopefully line up these 2 pieces of tape. It sounds good. Sounds good in my head. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out here for a second and take off this damn sweater. Ta-da! I'm back. I wish I would have brought up a wood shim or something so I could put under the laser level to make it point up a little bit. Man, now I almost wish it was darker in here. Oh, baby. Why is it doing that? Oh, because it wants to be level. Okay, I have an idea. Let's hit that 26-inch mark up there. And we'll measure it from the wall down here. Where to put my tape measure? Dang. That's basically it's off just a smidge. it's not lining up there, so now. It's 26 there. And if I could just get it to shine through both. Man, I should have got one where it points up. Who knew? So if I can get it to be 26 inches here, and hit the center of that line, that should be okay. Now let's see if I can get you to see this. So the laser level down there is 26 inches from the wall. It's hard to see, but the laser line passes right through the second center point. So I'm thinking that should indicate that this is 26 inches from this wall. So now I just got to find 21 inches from this wall. Is that what we're doing? I'm gonna check the stream health because this thing is, my laptop is starting to whir. Bzz. No. Says the stream health is okay, so we'll roll with that. We'll believe it. Looks a little slow. Looks a little gimpy. All right. So what do we say? 21 inches from this wall. Actually, we'll probably roll with the gimbal for a minute. Yeah, 21 inches from that wall. 21. Yeah, lesson learned. If you're going to buy a laser level, at least get one that can go through so yeah, we're just going to put the laser level right down the middle of my tape measure. Where the hell did I put the pin? I don't want to be that guy that gets a utility belt. I don't want to be that guy. I think we're turning into that guy. No idea where I put my pin. There it is. We're back. All right, so I'm just putting that. There's actually a center line in this tape measure, this fast cap. So if I line it up, there we go. I know you can't see that little dot, but I can. And I just got shot in the eye. Probably gonna be blind now. go. All right, we got 3 marked. All right. We got 3 marked. Take this out. Oops. So there's the room. We got these 3 plotted. We're actually gonna go down this area first. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do it, but actually I do know how. Okay, never mind. My tripod broke. My tripod broke. Do this. Might get a decent view back here. And I know this is the second time I've streamed in here, so it's not like I'm right here, gimbal. There we go. So learning how to stream or even record in confined space is new to me. This is the second time I've done it. It's going a lot better than it did 2 days ago. So there's going to be a light in this 6-foot area where there's no light. It's just a dungeon of darkness. So let's see what we said. 21 inches from the first wall and 48 inches from that point. How the hell am I going to do that? Here's how we'll do it. What I'm not liking about this setup is I don't know. I've only got one horizontal surface to put stuff on, so I'm losing stuff quite easily. All right, let's mark 2 points that are 21 inches from this wall. Then I should be able to put the laser level on it and mark 4 feet from the previous point. So we'll mark one here towards the end. My laptop is struggling for this stream. I didn't know it, but the other day it freaking the computer decided to update while I was live streaming. All right. I hate working above my head. All right, so the center of this piece of tape is 21 inches. What? That doesn't look like that. It's in line with that one. Oh, this is scary. Those 3 look like they're in line. These 2 do not look like they're in line. Man, I almost wish it was dark out so the laser level would be a little brighter. So when my wife comes in and knocks my teeth out on the door. All right. So we're gonna mark exact. Come on, kiss my ass, man. Great time for my tape measure to kind of stop being. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but I am that guy that if I walk in a room and there's supposed to be a symmetrical pattern and there's one that's off, it will drive me nuts. But I'm willing to bet 90% of the people fucking won't even look up. Yeah, I probably should have got a hole cutting saw for this. Had to get the heaviest bucket in the world. Cameras are everywhere. I don't know if the gimbal's going to come down for this, but yeah, actually, I mean, they look like they're lined up. Okay. Let's see if the trying to figure out if the cell phone is getting a all right. So it's off a little way that way and a little way that way. And it's not bright enough to see on this marker. So what we'll do is get the laser to line up with these two 21 points and measure 37.5 inches from that one. What the hell's on my head? Oh my god. Got a bunch of blue lint on the back of my head. Okay. So all right, I'm gonna be honking with this laser for a second. Let's turn it off, move our bucket over a smidge. Our 70-pound bucket. How much does a bucket of drywall joint compound weigh? Feels like it's at least 60 pounds. And it's not like you really want to be moving a laser level around too much. Gimbal keeps wigging out. I'm right here. There you go, gimbal. Good job, gimbal. Just stay right there for a second, bud. Oh, dude, if my level dies, I'm gonna be...
I'm hoping you can see the laser on the ceiling. I don't think you can very well. Damn.
Yeah, we split the atom with that, dude.
I mean, it's perfectly on the two little black dots I made.
All right, now we want to go 48 inches from that blue tee. That
48 inches from that one.
this way. Come over here, gimbal. Down here. There you go. Quit wigging out.
"48 inches this way from that one." All right. Okay. Okay, right there. Okay. Somebody help me. Why is no one helping me? I'm surprised my dad didn't come over. Usually he likes to help me do these lighting projects. Fuck. Ugh.
Okay.
To avoid confusion, we are removing this one. And we're removing this one. Okay, so now we got 4 plotted, 3 to go. And I'm thinking,
Damn gimbal. I'm over here, gimbal. Keep looking at me. There you go. Let's see, I'm going to turn the laptop this way in the hopes the gimbal can help us with the recordification. Oh, actually, since we're installing lights, I can get these damn things out of here. Flash forward 4 hours from now and it's pitch black and I don't have any power and no lights. All right. So now we're going to move. I think we get much better angle now. So I think we should start in that corner over there, like we did the other one. Was it 26 inches? 41 inches? Huh. Well, 46 minutes in, we got shit done.
Okay. So 26 from this wall, 41 from this wall.
Actually, let's mark the 41 first. I don't mean that.
Just use the pen.
This fast cap's got some miles on it, so it's not the strongest dude anymore. So there's 41. We did say 26, right? Yep.
And I really got kind of lucky because I came in here and realized there's a smoke detector that's in line. And then I got that air vent over there, so that's in the damn way. But all the math I did downstairs worked out. So, got lucky.
If you're out there, did anybody go see the Mario movie yet?
I saw it. It was good. I don't think it was better than the first one.
The first Mario movie was, I think, really, really good.
But it's like anything, a sequel is hard to follow up. All right. There we go. Okay.
How the hell we do that one?
37.5 from this one over to that one. Okay.
Which I think should be pretty close in line with that corner of that light. Pin, tape measure.
Okay, so we're gonna mark 26 in and then find 37.5 down. We know it should be in line with that one.
Pretty excited to get this room functional.
I feel bad. It's kind of been a crappy spare bedroom for guests for a few years now. I should have taken this project on a long time ago. But shit happens, life happens. It's not like I was sitting around doing nothing. All right, so that's the center of 26. And that's the center of 26. We got to find 37.5 from that one. And it's way the fudge over there. Okay.
Somebody hand me that pin. Somebody help.
Never mind. I got it. Thanks. Okay. I see it. It's right there. And it looks like it's pretty in line with that one.
6 done. 1 to go.
Let's remove this one.
I do like this little light fixture. It's pretty cool. Shit for light though. Alright, so 26 from this wall, 21 from that wall. Let's mark the last one. Cut some holes. What time is it?
Gimbal.
Wasn't that Arnold Schwarzenegger's name in Kindergarten Cop? Gimbal.
I'm Detective John Kimball. Who is your daddy? What does he do?
Tape measure. Thing and thing. I'm going to do a before and after video. Oh no. Yeah, we'll get off the gimbal for this one.
Trees are starting to grow some leaves. That's pretty cool. That's sweet. $26. $21.
Back my stool up a little bit. Man, I didn't even need the laser for these last 3. I knew I needed it for that one though, and that one back there, because there's no reference material, like no universal edge to reference from. I don't like putting stuff in my mouth that's not food. I'm a germaphobe. Not real bad. Not like debilitating.
I'm not like Howie Mandel germaphobe, but okay.
Now I can mark 21 from that wall. We cut a hose. We cut some hose. Boats and hose.
And that should be dead on.
All right. I think this thing came with a stupid template. It did. Here's one paper template for 7 holes you gotta cut. That'll probably have to be pretty precise. I bought the 6-pack and then bought an extra one. Man. No pressure here, dude. This is gonna make my butt pucker doing this part. I just couldn't bring myself to spend $40 on something I'm gonna. I probably should have just bought the damn hole saw. All right, TV timeout. I gotta go get scissors. We'll make it work. All right, TV timeout. I'll be back in a second. Huh. Alright, I forgot to grab glasses. I'll be back. There we go. Remember to unmute you this time. I mean, if you put them up there, how do you get it down? I guess it's just good faith that this damn thing is going to fit. Who knows? So I started by just cutting out like a little pie piece. And then I can kind of work my way around the perimeter of the circle. This is when I discover that there's a freaking raccoon living in my attic. Okay, gotta be careful there. There's a stud there. Just sitting here eating dust to the face. If this was a flat surface, this would be a little easier.
It's that damn popcorn ceiling. If it was a flat surface, I could literally spin this around. But the problem is the popcorn ceiling didn't make like a perfect line for the circle, so I kind of lose sight of it around the popcorn. So what I'm doing is just lining up each end of the blade to like the edge of the circle, and then essentially this will be like a 25-sided
stop sign.
Oh my God. I just realized I might have to go climb up in the attic to run the wire.
Well, there's something there.
Oh yeah, that stud.
There we go. Oh, and of course there's a nail right in this damn piece, holding it to that stud.
There we go.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Dude, there's like 10 inches of insulation up there.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm just lucky when I sat down and graphed this out, that vent didn't get in the way. Bro, if I got to climb up in the attic to do this, this is going to be a major pain in the ass. And here's why. This is the far corner of the house. And my attic access is on the exact opposite corner of the house. So I'd have to go up there. It's probably 85 degrees in the damn thing. And then climb around on joists until I get, oh my God.
All right.
So my thought is, we'll cut these holes. And then I'll pray I can run the wires without getting in in the attic. At least it probably should wear a mask when you're doing this. Do I look like Dusty Dan?
Oh yeah.
All right. Tell you what, I think get a little closer this time.
That way you guys can see the struggle. The struggle is real. I don't think, I mean, I assume these are designed so that, you know, even a studs won't be in the way. Because it just seems like it has these little, I might go get a mask. It's got these little clippies, these little spring clips. Huh. What happened here? Hold on, I gotta check something. Something disappeared. Okay. Well, the stream's still healthy, so that's cool. Laptop's getting pretty loud. I might go get a Sharpie. This is kind of silly. Yeah, the next one I'm getting a Sharpie. We're going nuclear. Ugh. I hate working above my head. Let's see if it's good enough. Yeah, it's good enough. I can see it. And the light switch is over there. The light's right here, so I'm hoping, hell, who knows where they ran the wire for it? Who knows? I don't know.
I'm gonna go grab a mask. Time out. Time out, everybody, time out. When I opened the when I opened the bedroom door, a bunch of insulation got sucked out of that first hole. I hate when I need this thing. Can you still hear me? Can you hear me cry for help? One more. Whew. Look at all that insulation. Oh. There's some kind of pipe there. And the wires above the pipe. Well, just 5 more to go. I'm really hoping my ass doesn't have to get in the attic. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go grab a Sharpie. This is horse. I'm gonna go grab a Sharpie because this is horse shit. Right? All right, we are back. Actually, watch. I'm gonna put you on the cell phone here. Watch what happens when I open and close this door. The pressure changes. Interesting. All right. I think, for time's sake, I'm gonna mark the next 5 and then cut the next 5. Oh yeah, it's a lot better than that damn pilot. I really wanted to get rid of the popcorn ceiling first before I did the lights, but I have to have light in this room. I cannot record in this room or stream much longer with no light. Dude, and the whole reason they use popcorn and texture is just to hide all their crap mistakes. I've gone on this tirade before though, because you can tell where the texture is. There's not very much at the top and there's not very much at the bottom. And they pile the texture on when there's a drywall joint, which tells me whoever framed it probably did a slap-ass job. And then whoever drywalled it came in, followed that up with yet another slap-ass job. And then the guy who mudded it was like, screw it. Just blast it with texture. Make it somebody else's problem. This poor sucker one day will lose his mind and try to get rid of all of it. Where's the... I can't see a damn thing. There we go. I cut a little bigger hole.
There we go. Now we're cooking with butter. A buddy of mine says that.
Man, that wind's getting...
It actually sounds like a train. Popcorn right in the eye.
Hmm. Three more. 4 down, 3 to go. I'm over here, gimbal. There you go.
Man, I must be doing this right. No one's popped in the chat and told me I'm an idiot. I just gotta remember to stay inside the Sharpie lines. Because the Sharpie's much fatter. Alright.
2 more. Alright, I know the gimbal's gonna lose me here. Yep. The old gimbal said we lost him. We don't know where he went. I'm right here. I'm right here, gimbal. Alright, well you can take a break anyways, gimbal. Didn't unmute it, yeah.
Popcorn in the mouth. Should have bought the hole saw. But I'm cheap. Now my plan is to hopefully redo this entire bedroom for under $1,000. I think that'd be a good milestone. All right.
I'm right here, Gimbal. No freaking out, Gimbal. Hey, we got people talking. What's up, Dazzy P? Thanks, man. Oh! I'll be right back. I gotta back up a little bit.
Appreciate you stopping by the shop, Dazzy P. I thought something was wrong with the chat box. Usually by now I've had 50 people tell me I'm an idiot and I have no idea what I'm doing. And they're right, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done this. I do wish I would have bought a hole saw though. And right now I'm praying I don't have to get in the attic. Because this is the far corner of my house and the attic access is on the exact opposite corner.
So if I have to go up there, I'm gonna be
walking like across joists for like 60 feet. And dodging trusses. I guess what I could do is probably tie some nuts and bolts and screws to a string
and throw it
through one hole and hopefully hit the other hole. There we go.
That should be good enough to get started. All right.
So I got to cut 5 more holes.
Do they look like they're lined up?
Yeah, they look lined up.
Looks like I know what I'm doing. All right. Let's go back to this corner over here because I had a good thing going on working around that way. How far are we in? Hour and a half. Not too bad. I'm not gonna lie, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. But I think it took me longer to do the math on where to put the damn lights. I was up last night. Got pretty close and then I figured it out this morning. Something about sleeping like resets your brain. And a crap load of Mountain Dew.
over halfway through this one. I'm losing track of where the hell I'm at. Well, there's a stud. Hopefully that's a stud. Hopefully that's not a pipe. Yeah, it's a stud. Whew. The dresser's in the way. Oh, this will do it. Hopefully it comes out. Oh. That's weird. There's discoloration on it, like liquid, and the insulation's yellow. But I had my roof replaced last summer, so hopefully that's what that is. I don't think my gimbal recognizes me with all this shit on my face. Four more. Back up a little bit. Still getting shit in my eyes. I gotta move fast because the heat's coming in from the attic. My neck. My back. Oh, there's something up there. Hopefully that's a stud. is where it's screwed to the stud too. Yeah. That's the second time I've hit a screw. No, I didn't. All right, 3 more. I mean, if I had any luck, I could probably almost reach from hole to hole. I'm a hole man. Do 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 do. Now I gotta be careful here because there might possibly be live wires here. My shoulders and my neck are starting to give up. Let's do 7. Let's do 7 recessed lights, he said. It'll be fun. We'll have a real good time. It's windy as hell out there. I don't know what that is. We're going to call that a stud and not go further. That's got to be a stud. Come on, you piece of... 2 more. I gotta get a drink. I gotta get out of this thing for a second. 2 more. How does my makeup look?
Oh. Alright. I'm right here, Gimbal. Holy cow. Can't believe we're doing it. It's Thursday. I'm hoping to get a coat of drywall mud on this stuff today. I'm going to finish sanding this wall. You can see I've sanded right here. Sanded the texture down. I'm going to finish sanding the rest of this wall. And I've got that one, the biggest wall, sanded. I'm going to run a test. I'm not going to sand that wall at all. I'm just going to apply a bunch of mud to it, see if it works. It'll be a test. Because if you put drywall mud on too thick, it gets bubbles in it.
I was born in the dark. Why didn't you turn on the light? I bet your mom was mad. Alright, we're in the home stretch now, boys. Oh, something up there. I gotta spin around. A little further. A little further. I think that's a stud. I was a little afraid to go too deep because we're in the line of fire for that the actual live wire. So I didn't want to press my luck with a. Let me grab a screwdriver. Yeah, damn it. One more. That one. Oh, this one's right above the outlet. This is gonna make my ass pucker. What time is it? 4. Damn. We got about 3 more hours of daylight. Unfortunately, I can use that light up until the very end. Whoop. Hi, Bev.
Hi.
Hi, hon.
How are you?
Cutting holes in the ceiling.
Oh, fun. Are you live?
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay. She's shy. Let's spin around. Oh. My neck's getting tired. Yeah. Cut right through a screw there. Alright, we got all of our holes cut. Okay. Alright. Oh, we got all of the holes cut. So technically now we just run the wires. What's going on here? Oh, it's on the... There we go. My neck is killing me now. How do I look? Oh, like a wild man.
I got 2 screws to get out of the way. And then I gotta figure out how to run these wires. I've done zero research. I just bought the damn things. Ironically, you have to cut the directions in pieces just to get the template. So let's get these last couple, I got 2 screws to get out of these studs. I'm just glad like I didn't cut one of these and then like a pissed off raccoon didn't pop through the hole. That would have sucked. One time when I was younger, I had my bedroom was in the basement of a house and we had a fireplace down there. And late one night I heard digging. I was like, man, it sounds like somebody's fucking digging under my house. What the hell? And woke up and there was a raccoon in the fireplace. Had somehow dug into it. And then the damn thing had babies. I just kept feeding it hot dogs through I would open the thing just a little bit and put hot dogs through there. Okay. Let's look at the wiring. Let's see what we got. So we've got 7 of these. One, two, three. Looks like 5 of these T adapters. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. In this command module. Should probably read the directions, shouldn't I? Woo! Okay, that must be where we tie into huh? I've never seen connections like that. I guess you just feed. I guess you just. Let me do this over here where I got a little more control over this. So I've never seen electrical connections like this before. Does that just, you just put your Romex cable in there and it pinches it or what? Oh, and then I guess you knock out this, and this doubles as your conduit box. Interesting. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I hate to do this because I'm a man, but I'm going to look at the instructions, see if it at least shows like a oh, luckily I do have a little thing for the conduit box.
It doesn't really show a wiring diagram. Oh. Conveniently. Now look at this. So the wiring diagram illustration is actually on the template they tell you to cut out. So it's like destroy the thing you need. Okay. What? Come on, gimbal. I'm right here, gimbal. So let's pretend, because that's right. I'm going to stage this, because my head's not visually seeing how the hell this is going to work. Let me get the I'm right here, gimbal. Okay, let's get a little better view of what's going on here. Sorry, the gimbal in the middle of the room works pretty well in the shop, but in a really tight space like this, it's not working out so well. There we go. And we got a bunch of these. So it looked like you connect a T, what comes in this thing? Hopefully this has another T. Let's look inside this pack. This is the kit I bought has 6 lights. You had the option of 6 or 12. I don't need 12. I think it was like 130 bucks. Not bad. Comes with this power pack or whatever the hell they call this thing. Does not include driver. Okay. The driver. And then I knew I needed a 7th one for above the door, so I got this. Let's see what's in this damn thing. No instructions. But you got your T adapter. And it looks like 5, maybe 6 feet of cord. So we know, all right. Everything's all dusty, man. I might have to go rinse my hands off. Okay, that snaps in. And then I don't know if you have any like outdoor Christmas ornaments, but it's basically that waterproof connection. But this thing's kind of bent, so it doesn't want to thread. That's great. There we go. All right, so that's our first run. Well, how the hell's that work? Okay. And then a light goes on that. So that could be over here. Dude, this is going to be a nightmare. I think I'm gonna have to feed it through one hole and then just climb in the damn attic. To be honest, at that point I'll have to end the stream and probably get my wife involved to help feed the line through the holes. Man, I really don't want it to end that way though. I wanted it to end with light and power. Savagery. Assert my male dominance over the spare bedroom. This seems like an excessive waste of wire. I guess you'd rather have it and not need it.
But look, this is a 10-foot by like 12-foot bedroom.
I'm gonna have like almost 60 feet of wire. I could basically go around the entire perimeter of the room with this thing. My wife's gonna shit when she finds out she's gotta climb on that thing and feed me some wire. I will say at this point in technology, I do like I do like what we're able to do with lighting. LEDs, the light strips, stuff like this. Like, other than the fact you're going to have to remove this light up here and then wire in those three. Literally, you could have no knowledge of how to work with electricity and basically do this. It's quite amazing, actually. The one thing you'll never see me do on this channel is screw with plumbing. I don't do plumbing. I understand it, but it's nasty. Plumbing always ends with you're either messing with a pipe it's plugged up with hair, it's plugged up with kidney stones, or it's a pipe that's full of nasty ass food that's been munched up. Pipe full of pubes, or a pipe full of crap. Yeah. Screw plumbing. I will farm that out every day. There's got to be a way to do this without going in the attic. Because how would you do it if, let's say there was a floor above me and you had to cut through joist? I'm just assembling this to get an idea of what I'm working with. All right. Hopefully, this gives me access to wire in 7 lights. I'm going to try like hell to get this done without going in the attic though. Okay, that's all of our connectors. Let's make sure I can add this to this run. Is that a mommy and daddy hole? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so we've done this right.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking we'll go from here to that far corner.
All right, let's lay this out and see if we got the length we need. Come on. How long is the thread on this? Oh, this is the one that was warped. The most crucial one. There we go. All right, let's look at the ceiling a little better. So I'm actually thinking we're gonna start at that hole, come around, go to the far end of the room, and then work our way back and end right here. So let's start by seeing if we have enough. Does this box, so this box is going to go right where that light was, because we only have that much cable to honky with. Does this have enough length to it? Yes. So now let's see if we got enough string. See if we got enough wiring to go from hole to hole. So where's the end of this damn thing? I mean, this thing's 60 feet long. There better be enough. And it said one of the recommendations is to put a light. So divide the height of the room in half. So this is an 8-foot ceiling. So it recommends at least one can light every 4 feet. And I did 37.5 inches. I know it's a lot. It's going to be really bright, but they're dimmable. This is going to be an office, a podcast room. So I'd rather have access to more light than not enough. So let's see if we can feed this up here. Well, let's find one end and make sure it stretches from, oh yeah. Check that out. We got plenty. We're good. All right. Man, I could almost reach from hole to hole here. Actually, I think if I had my ladder, I could probably do it. I don't know, there's a vent on top of this damn thing. So I'm hoping I can just toss it over and then find it over there. The odds of this working are slim. There's about 10 inches of insulation. And then on top of that, there's a freaking air vent. Woo!
I don't feel shit. Oh, I think that's an old satellite wire. I can see my ladder, it's right there. Let me put you guys on pause for a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get that ladder. Man, my laptop's probably dying from all this. It's covered in mud and leaves, but I got my ladder. All right. No. The old shop dog's trying to come in. It is unmuted, isn't it? Okay. Oh, this is not good. I know it's at least to here. Let's go over to that hole, see if I can find it. I have a fish tape, but I think it's in my dad's house. Probably should have grabbed that. Hey! Oh, no. Don't pull it too far in. Ta-da! All right, let's go to the next hole. All right, we can probably lower this a little bit. Okay, it can be done. And that's probably going to be the toughest one because I went over a joist and that vent. So that had to probably be the hardest one. The rest of these, now that one's got a joist too, damn. I take that back. Going from this hole to that hole is going to be a pain in the ass. But fortunately it goes with the joist, so hopefully I can just feed it underneath the insulation. So that feeds into there. And I take this off here. Somewhere out there, somebody's like, "You're an idiot, dude. What the hell are you doing?" Actually, let's go ahead and wire on the lights. Because I'm afraid when I start tugging on this, it's going to pull this connection point up into the ceiling. Can you guys hear that wind? It's not storming at all. It's just windy as hell. I'm sure breathing in all this dust and attic insulation, it's probably good. No, I'm kidding. It's not good for you. I was going to joke around, but not something I should probably joke about. All right, let's really get in here. Okay, so it's at least halfway there. Just don't hit that thing. All right, I'll get this one fed and then put the light on that first one. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Don't need that yet. Oh, this is the one that's discolored. I'm just gonna pretend. Okay, that's the pipe. I'm just gonna pretend that discoloration is not animal pee. We're gonna pretend that is a leaky roof. There we go. That's how you do it, boys. Nope, that's not how you do it. Let's grab our little T connector. Nobody in the chat room's busting my balls about anything. That tells me there's probably nobody in the room, which is okay. This is an experimental series of home renovations. I'm still trying to figure out how to stream in little rooms, so
I at least try to be prepared enough to have everything I need up here before, but I kind of failed to see how in depth this was gonna get. Let's go back to this first one. Add the light to it, that way if something goes wrong, these things can't be pulled into the ceiling. And then I think I'm going to hardwire it before I pop them in place, just because I'm not sure how you get these off without prying on it too much. Oh, see, we got a little foam. I might have to go in the attic just to get from the power pack to this one. That's quite a jaunt. I'd have to get really lucky to get that wire from the middle of the room to this. At least the air's kicking in. Okay, 3 down. One more and we're more than halfway there. This one's going to be interesting because this is the second largest gap we have to span. My boy Water Dog is sending me a video link. Sorry, Water Dog, I'm live, man. Come watch me be an idiot. Well, I can't go this far yet. I have to stay here. There we go. All right, so we want there to there. Now this one's running with the joist, so hopefully I can just feed it under the insulation and not have to fight it too much. Just hopefully there's no critters in here. And of course the insulation's so thick. As long as I can get it more than halfway there. It's bunching up on something. I should have made sure I had that fish tape. All right, let's go to that hole, see if I can reach it. Please. I got some wire. Yeah, I got the right one. I wired in 12 4-foot
LED shop lights in my shop, and I had to run the Romex through the entire shop. I would say that was probably more difficult because there was obviously a floor above me, so it's not like I could just go climb up in the attic and access it. But at least I did have that fish tape. All right, 3 to go. Nope. Wrong one. Okay, so we need another wire to go from there to there. The way the light's hitting that one, it almost looks like it's turned on. It's not. Okay. So now we're going from this one to that one. Let's see what my angle, the angle of the dangle. See if I like the angle. All right, it's more than halfway there. Don't pull any out on my way out. There we go. I don't know if there's anybody in the chat room. Can you just leave insulation on top of these things? I don't know if you can. I don't like to fidget with cameras when I'm looking at it, but we're 3 hours into this thing. I don't think anybody's even here. All right. I always hate sticking my hands in holes I can't see in. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. It seems like as long as I can get everything above the insulation, it's not too bad. Get my camera. I'm gonna get the gimbal involved again. I really didn't have to assemble the entire strand, but I needed to visually see how it was going to work. My brain doesn't work real well sometimes. And then like that, look, I just undid that so I could undo this and put that back on. Like what? Let's mail the mail. I hope it doesn't matter if there's insulation on top of these things, because they're broke.
There's like 10 inches of insulation up there. If there can't be insulation on top of these things, I'm going to have to climb in the attic with a shovel.
All right.
So now we're going to that hole over there. Follow me, gimbal. Follow me. Oops. Keep following me. I'm right here, gimbal. There you go. I'm right here. Gimbal. Anytime I walk behind stuff, the gimbal's like, where'd he go? Do do ba do do. Kind of stop beating the light on the ladder, please. And it's going to sit there and pull it right back out. This might work. Okay. We gotta go back to that one. The damn weight of the light is pulling. At this point, I gotta be careful because there's a freaking old satellite wire that I'm running into. All right, just stay. I gotta move this bucket. Please say I can reach that damn. Please. Nope, that's not a good angle. I think I need to be back a smidge. There we go. I don't feel no wire. I feel that big pipe. We had it down. We just got two more. Son of a bitch. Is it stuck right here?
Man, we were so close to being done with this damn thing. Oh, probably because it's all just bunched up right here. All right, let's start over. It got bunched up, and I think I was honking with that damn. What was that? I hit something up there. Actually, this is the beginning of a horror film. I'm about to discover a man living in my attic. Oh, good God. Somebody just high-fived me. That had to work. That one felt good. I think I wound up hitting one of the trusses up there. There we go. We did it. Whew. One more, and then we wire it, and we're done. All right. Let's bring it down a smidge so you can see more of me crying. No, I'm not putting the light on until I get the wire fed, because that turned out to be I don't have a very good angle on this. Let's give it the old switcheroo. Ugh. I'm going to try going underneath the insulation, but I bet it's going to bunch it up too much. Oh, there's a wooden truss there. Fuck. I don't have a choice. I do not have a choice. The odds of me feeding it through like 2 of those wooden trusses are slim. So I'm going to just try riding down underneath the insulation. Ugh. I have no good angle here. I'm sorry. I'm going to try not to show you my ass crack. Alright, let's go over there and see if I can reach anything. At this point, I know it's not going any further. Please. Please. I think I want to go more over here. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Got to be careful. There's a couple wires there. I believe one. Of course, it had to be the very last hole. Okay. It has the ability to be further. Okay. This will be my last attempt at this before I go look. I want to see if I have that fish tape, and if I don't, I think I could use a dowel rod. Oh no, I could use a thin strip piece of wood. Well, we did it. We freaking did it. We did it, boys. All right, we can push this out of the way for a moment. All right. So the last part we got to do is remove that light. Install this and have it meet that first light we installed. But at this point, I do have to go down, turn off the breaker. And on top of that, I got to refill my water because I've inhaled enough dust and insulation. I'll probably be in the hospital. Who knows? I'm going to do this one first. That way, if something goes wrong, I don't have to refeed that one. This is where I realized like I had them all, the males and females in wrong, and I have to go back and redo it all. That's typically how my DIY stuff goes. I'm so excited. This spare bedroom has been a dungeon. I feel bad for every guest that came and stayed in here. I'm sorry. But hell, man, I'm only one guy. I can only fix so much crap at a time. It's not like I ever sit down and really do nothing.
All right, I'm gonna go flake the breaker, refill my water. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Every time I open and close that door, insulation just rains down from the holes. All right, double check that light's dead. Yep. All right. I think the best angle for this will probably be this cam over here. This gimbal keeps wigging out. I'm right here, gimbal. All right. Looks crooked. All right, Phillips head. Gets it started. Actually, let's take out the bulb before I drop everything in it. It goes. And I should be able to use, damn, there's a screw on both sides. I should be able to use the holes I cut out to replace this. I can't see. The dust. I'm going to open the window here after I get this. Come on. Oh no. Kiss my ass, I forgot there's a box here in the way. I'm not doing that, that's gonna fall on my laptop. All right.
I recall correctly, these screws have 1,000 threads on them, so I'll be here for a minute. I kind of forgot to bring my drill. And then on top of that, there's this conduit box. I'm going to figure out how to delete it. And I'm assuming I can just leave that red wire cap because that's for a fan motor. And clearly there's no fan here. All right. Is that thing really wired like that? Oh my God. Okay. 2 down. Oh my God, whatever bastards painted and popcorn the ceiling freaking did it right on top of the bolts that hold this damn thing. I don't know if there we go. I see 3 bolts, and I don't know which one's holding this damn thing. I think it's got to be this one. This one's in there pretty good. I'm gonna try cleaning some of that paint out of it. Yeah, I think that one's hitting a stud. I bet this thing's hitting a... Oh my goodness, this is going to take forever. Let's see if this one's hitting anything. Yeah. I don't know what's holding that in. I bet there's not a stud here. And I bet they have one of those, you know, it's almost like a wall anchor for ceiling boxes. Even if I had a socket, I don't think I could get it on there. There's so much paint and popcorn on that damn thing. And there's a 3rd screw in here too, but it is so full of paint and popcorn. I don't even know where the thread is, like the head of it. And I do have to run back down to the shop to get one of those plastic fittings for the next box. My shoulders are burning up. This is the bad thing about doing lighting and electrical. Working above your head kills your shoulders. I'm hoping to get mud on these walls tonight. Do it Thursday, Friday. Do it tonight. Do it in the morning, and then one more on Friday night and be able to paint this damn room Saturday. Oh my God, how long is this fucker? Okay. Whew. We're almost there. I just realized that light's like dangling right in the way. Actually, it looks like that wasn't a stud. Oh my God, they put 3 in there. I'm gonna have to undo 3 of these damn things. There's no way for me to really move that damn thing. You know what? I think I'm gonna get a GoPro. Strap one on my head so you guys can watch that. At any rate, I'm gonna need one for fishing. This is when it's nice to have a partner to, like, a buddy to help when your shoulders are done. I'm gonna go get a drill. I'm going to go try a drill. Okay. Drill. Flathead. This. That. And the other thing. Okay. Please. Please work. My wife just got home from work. She doesn't even know I'm doing this. She poked her head in. I don't know if she realized what I was doing though. Please work. Hey, that's better than what I was doing. What? I'm going the wrong way here, boys. Okay, this one is. One more. It's got to be it, because I don't know what else would be holding this damn thing up there.
petering out, man. I just realized that thing's still on the gimbal. I'm gonna give up, man. Thought you guys were looking at that. If this isn't the last thing, I don't know what else could be holding this in. There we go. Kiss my ass. There's two studs there. The box ain't gonna fit in that hole. It's all right. There's just more drywall work for me, and I love drywall work. It just makes me so happy. Plastic crap. Cheap plastic crap. Bro, if you don't invest $1 million in a house, dude, they do such a slap-ass job with everything. It's sad. Now, I don't know squat about. Alright. I don't think we need this at all, because that's for a fan motor. Alright, that's capped. I'm hoping these things just feed right into this. But this is going to kind of work to my advantage, though, because what I'm going to do is cut quite the crevasse right here, because this wire has to go down there in this corner. If you're just tuning in, the wire on this control pack has to go from this hole all the way over to this corner, and that's the biggest gap I've got, and there's 2 or 3 joists in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a giant strip out of the drywall to make my life a lot easier. Okay. I don't really care which one would punch out. This is crazy. Let's punch out this side. I don't leave much room in this little box. There we go. Does anybody know how this works? I've never seen wire connectors like this before. Does anybody know what the hell? I'm like half tempted to go cut some Romex just to see if it locks it in. Okay. We're almost done. We're at the end of this project. Let's do it. Let's get this over with. I think I have to move my laptop though, because I'm going to be cutting drywall right above it. And I don't really want to just drop a dust nuke on top of my laptop that's already struggling to breathe in here. See what the gimbal looks like from there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut. I'm basically gonna cut halfway. Just that way I can, and then I'll come back and scab in that drywall. Let me get my PPE on.
Alright, let's see where this wire comes from. Just make sure not to hit that thing. I'm looking for something. Okay. See how big that panel? A couple inches. I just gotta make sure the hole's big enough to feed that pack in. And now I need to kind of meander off this way. You probably think I'm crazy for doing this, but it's gonna be easy to repair. That's not good. I'm hoping that was a screw I hit. Yeah, I think I hit a screw. Yep. What are the odds? Right on a screw. That's perfect though.
To perfectly end that on a stud, that's fucking perfect. Freaking perfect. Freaking, I said freaking. Alright. Cool. Now we got plenty of room to mess with this wire. Let's see how this works. Like, I did not buy these today. I just happen to do this crap so often. I had some. Hopefully it's the right size for this hole. So apparently this box closes, got a little latch here. Apparently this doubles as your conduit box. Is that too big? Did I need the smaller one? Nope, we're good. There you go. And you have to have that because this is sharp metal. And when electricity is running through these little guys, there's little micro vibrations, is my understanding. I could be wrong. And then essentially it can cut itself. Alright, so let's get this wired. See if we can zoom in a little bit. And then it's been on the laptop this whole time. Damn it. Alright, let's do that over. Alright, sorry, I had it on the wrong camera. I got the little plastic grommet put in place. Apparently this doubles as the new conduit box for the entire pack. And then you get your little switch here that controls what light type. But I don't know how these work. So let's find out together. Let's see if it locks in. I can't believe I had that on the damn laptop camera that whole time. Okay. Let's try the ground first. What the hell? And I gotta take this cap off. Somehow we have to feed all four of these into this thing. Okay, we're in. And I'm hoping this thing just kind of clinks on there. Of course not. Why would it? Does anybody know how these damn things work? Does it go on one of these? I mean, there's no way it just does that. I'm about to just rip that out and use wire nuts. This is nuts. What does this damn thing say? Am I pretty? It's safe for LED downlight to come into direct contact with insulation as they are specifically rated for this kind of contact. Okay. How does the wires connect to that damn thing? Feed the supply. What? Dude, I have no idea how you use this. Is there anybody in here that's an electrician? I've never seen these little connectors like this. And I'm starting with the ground, so it's not like there's... I mean, it goes in, but then it doesn't clamp, it doesn't click, it doesn't... And there's no way that's safe. There's no way. I'm about to just cut it off. This is silly. This has got to be some kind of cheap Chinese connector. They're like... I mean, I've got the ground as straight as I can get it. It doesn't click. It's not... I mean, it's on there. I wouldn't trust it to be there forever, though. Dude, I'm cutting this. We're not doing this. We'll use wire nuts like men. I didn't come all this way to honky around with some cheap plastic adapter and then put it up in my attic and then fix the drywall only to have to cut it open and find the damn thing again. I might have to run down to the garage to get another wire nut though. Well, I have to go down to turn the breaker back on anyways. Alright, that one's on. Cut this black one. Like, what's the point of this thing? I wish there was an electrician in the chat room so somebody could actually tell me what the hell I'm doing with this thing. But, oh well. It's a growing channel.
Bro, the companies, man, they always have to find some way to make stuff cheaper. We gotta profit 3% more this year. It's just sad in this world. Like, if you're not buying business or commercial grade stuff, everything made is so cheap. Vehicles, houses. Let's find the cheapest material. Let's hire the cheapest freaking people we can find. And let's slap ass job this whole house. It doesn't matter. We'll be long gone by the time they discover all the problems. All right, one more. We'll cap that red one. Turn on the power. And then I think I'm going to end it there because I got to eat something. I do have a dimmable light switch. Because what's cool is if you have a toggle switch, you don't have to access this button. You can toggle the light and it changes between like cool, warm, blue, light, you know, like you just have to toggle the light switch like every half second and it picks up the fact that you're trying to switch it. I don't know what voodoo that is, but it apparently works. No. No, Charles. While I'm down here. So yeah. We're almost done. We're almost done. It's almost over, guys. Now watch, I have all this stuff and I won't have another wire nut. I'm up here, Gimbal. Okay. Alright, go back to the cell phone. Alright, I'm running down to the garage one more time. I gotta grab a wire nut. No, I don't. I got one right here. So after this, I gotta run down, turn on the power, and pray. Well, this thing works. Oh no, I gotta feed that wire too. I'm not done. What am I spouting off about? This guy doesn't even know what he's doing. He thinks he's done and he's not. Alright, let's jam all this crap in here. Alright, try not to mix the red and the white and the black and the doogies. Man. And that's the other thing with electrical, man. Can't they just make these boxes a tad bigger? No, that's pinching the wire. That's not good. There we go. All right. Last step. Connect this to that hole. Maybe we can find a little better angle for you. You guys are real excited. All you guys out there. Oh, look, that box just popped open. That's safe. That's really safe. Like, yo, dude. Okay, before I pop that in the attic, I'm gonna duct tape that or something. That's crazy. Look at that. cheap crap. Nope, not tall enough. This is a terrible angle. You never really can tell how it's going to work until you get your arm up there. There we go. I know I'm over there. But then there's that damn vent. Oh. Mutiny. Oh my God, we did it. Oh, we did it. Goodbye. All right, let's go flick the power. We did it in like under 4 hours. Oh yeah, that's the one with the warped. The most important one is warped. I don't know if it got smashed or heat. All right. What time is it? 3 hours? 3 hours, 40 minutes. I'm gonna go turn on the breaker, see if this works. Try to get a good angle. I will be right back in a second. All right, I am back. All right, so I can't get both the lights and the switch, so you'll just hear me count down. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! We did it. Wonder if it toggles. Seems to all be the same damn color. I want it to be, there we go. That's what I want. I'll figure it out. All right. Let's clip these in place. And this will be the end. So bright. I'm gonna need sunglasses.
hoping. Oh God, this is where I find out I didn't drill these holes big enough. Insulation in the way. Damn it. It's never gonna end. Somehow that light is perfectly in the way. All right. It's a little problem. There's a little nubbin in the way of that one. I'll come back and fix it later. There's like these little screw heads on these, and it was perfectly in line with where I cut the line. Oh well. There's nothing in the way of this one. That's pretty sweet. And there we go. That one fit fine. Okay. Feed all this crap up in there. Take a face full of insulation. There we go. And we'll bring it back over here for the last four. Let's see. There we go. That's a decent angle. I just dumped all that insulation on my water. That's no good. That's no bueno. Oh. Okay, not gonna lie, these are a little awkward. There we go. I didn't need no hole saw. I'm gonna shut that door. You guys can't see that room. Oh. That closet's full of crap. Oh my goodness. Get the laptop up off the floor now. Alright, I think if I move you a little bit this way, you can see both the last two. These last two got the stud running right through, so I think I gotta feed it this way. This universal kit was nice, okay? But problem is, I've got 60 feet of wire in my attic for like a 30-foot job. So there's like a mountain of stuff. I might have to come back and fix that one too. Nope. Now, when I work in here, plenty of light. There we go. All right. Well, oh, this is a different room. This is nice. All right. I don't know. I might be online later. I'm going to come out here, up here, and put some mud on the wall. I don't know if I'm going to live stream it, though. I might. All right, we'll just work off of the laptop camera since the gimbal is wigging out. All right. 3 hours, 51 minutes. It's not bad. All right, so we went from 1 crap light to 7 recessed Canless boxes in under 4 hours. And I'd have to say probably the first 15-20 minutes was me honking around with the box, reading, like looking at the instructions, looking at the things, and really just overall honking around with the cameras. So really you could do this 7 lights, 3.5 hours. Now that I know what I'm doing, could have went a lot faster. Hole saw would have made it faster too. So if you're actually still here, if you're in the room, oh hi Eve, you'll have to come see it here in a minute. All right, yeah, if anybody's still around, that's a long one. Appreciate it. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the channel. Got a community page, so go share pictures of the projects you're working on. But you just watch me do this.